Welcome back, everybody, to Total Nonstop Impact Talk for Impact fans, right here on the YouTube, the Twitch, and wherever you get your podcasts worldwide. Joining me tonight, Alicia in the
Hey,
house. How
hey
you
you.
doing, Alicia?
I'm
Welcome
good. How
back.
are you? Thank you.
Oh, you
I had to
may have
work
missed a
last
little
weekend.
something since last time,
Uh,
but we'll
I'd
talk
say.
about it.
What
Uh,
else is new?
the J-Bone man was here for the live reaction tonight, but he has an early morning, so he will
Mhm.
not be here on the review. But you never know with the Bone man. He says he's never around, but sometimes he just appears out of thin air, so you never know. But
He's lurking.
tonight we will take you through a little Impact Wrestling. But before we get too far into it, Alicia,
Yes,
you were not here last week,
I was not.
and you missed the big news
I
from the
did.
live episode. Thoughts on our new TNA World Champion,
Oh,
the King of TNA, Frankie Kazarian, and what happened with Mike Santana? Because we have not gotten your input since the big news.
oh no. It was a choice. It's an interesting
Oh,
choice. I'm not saying it's bad necessarily, but I
but now Guy Liner's back for everybody.
well, good.
Serotonin.
Everybody needs a little serotonin in their lives, right? Um, yeah, I mean, it's interesting. It was a choice. That's all I gotta say. I like both very much. So
Shake
I'm
up.
very torn right down the middle. I don't know what to think.
That's valid opinion there. All
I'm being
opinions. We
nice
know it
for
was
once.
it was all over the place here on the TNI show. Uh, Opinions everywhere on the big change with the world title. And let us know because there's still obviously a lot of lingering opinions on what's going on. It was the buzz of everything. And we'll see because we got definitely interesting things. And we got I don't even know if maybe a new person's sea monster in here. Saw you high five in JDC, and we'll talk about that because we also got the news
Stop.
that JDC is going to be hanging up the boots at the
Last
beginning of next year, but he looks like he's going out on a bang
I
because he is now going to be going for that title at Final Resolution in El Paso next month against Frankie Kazarian.
mhm.
So, Alicia, I know for a fact that you have a JDC shirt.
Yeah, I
I
do.
was there when you got
It's
it.
my dirty little secret. Yeah. What of it?
So, so what are your thoughts on JDC?
I'm
Both
heartbroken. It's no
retiring and
news.
also getting that
I mean, you
title
gotta do
shot.
what you gotta do. I'm not saying that, but it doesn't hurt any less. But make it quick, like I'm pulling off a band-aid.
Yeah,
It breaks my heart. He's just such a character. It's gonna.
he is a
It's sad.
character, very underrated character for sure.
Very
Quite
cool.
quite
Like
the
I think what's interesting about him is he kind of proved in the short time that he's been at TNA that he has range.
he does have
Um,
range.
he's serious. He's not serious. He's in everything in between, and I can appreciate that. I really like characters.
I think that's a key. I think a lot of wrestling today loses that.
It's too
Um,
too based in
I think
realism.
yeah, like I
Like,
like the real Graps crowd. Uh, because I think like myself and I think a lot of us grew up in characters, like
I
characters
like
with wrestling.
whimsy.
That's
I
yeah.
imagination.
Like there's different way to tell stories. They don't all got to be characters because there was a time where like it was a cartoon. Like everybody was just a character.
Yeah, a little too
But
much.
you
Like,
do need larger than life characters in this business, and
mhm.
I think that is something that obviously TNA does a good job of. But I think that's they allow people like JDC to find that way, and
Yeah,
honestly, he was doing that a little bit even earlier because honestly, where I really saw him start doing that was EC3, Control Your Narrative. He was like one of the guys. He was on all those shows at the beginning.
Oh, okay. I didn't even catch that.
That's where Dirty Dango kind of first came to prominence.
Okay. The lore.
So no, I agree. It's something that definitely has been great to see. I'm glad he was able to do this, obviously in TNA, and I'm loving that his story. Like we always say that, like that's now the term in wrestling, finishing their story, and on a retirement tour, going for the belt. That's JDC finishing his story.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
But I know a lot of people are into some news that's going on out there. I know there was a recent report from John Alba of Sports Illustrated that threw a new network in the possibility of TNA's future programming for the weekly Impact show, one that has not come up before, and that is AMC. I personally, anytime you hear somebody late to the party here, I don't necessarily think that that's a likely scenario.
Wasn't The Walking Dead on AMC?
Yes, that they have not been in the wrestling business. Not to say that they couldn't been in the wrestling business.
That's
like obviously they were Breaking Bad, Walking Dead.
Listen. TNA has been on some wild ass channels, okay?
Well, no, AMC, they're in a lot of homes.
Watch them anywhere.
They're in a ton of homes. I'd be a big fan of it because of just the breadth that they have.
Yes.
Like, I think my personal favorite, if possible, because I think the whole thing with the NXT synergy that TNA's got going on, and because CW it's not on cable, like it's on network television.
Yeah.
So you're just in more homes. So that would be my number one choice as an option. Yeah. Like that would be like perfect scenario because you would just get so many people watching it. But like an AMC would be, but it would just be interesting because they're not really associated. Because I would be willing to bet it was going to be somebody with a connection to the wrestling business.
You would assume that would be the safe route.
Or current WWE partner. But if they do go that way, I would not be against it. So interesting to see. Because I feel like we are getting closer to this because I feel like it will begin next year. Now, next year's, like, I think if people are assuming January 1 clicks over and it's on this new network, I wouldn't necessarily say that. It may start in mid-January, late January. I wouldn't necessarily say it has to be, because remember, Anthem owns Access TV. They can do this deal whenever they want to. So it's really whatever network they decide when they want to kick it off. So I wouldn't get too into the weeds on the details of when it happens, but something definitely to keep in mind, pay attention to, because it is the big news out there. Other big news, if you're looking at the background here on the show, there were, over the course of the last week plus, some big surprises in the are you aware, Alicia? I think you are aware that John Cena is retiring in the near future. He's on his farewell tour. He's finishing up. By year's end, John Cena is done with wrestling. And they're doing a tournament to who will face him in his final match.
I didn't know that. I already thought he was done.
Okay.
I thought he was already on to Hollywood Cena.
He's mainly Hollywood Cena, but he has been coming back from time to time.
Amazing in Peacemaker. I always get it mixed up, but it's really funny.
Correct. That is a good role for him. But the question now will be who gets the role of being his last opponent. So they're doing a tournament, and both Matt Cardona, formerly known as Zack Ryder, and Nick Nemeth, formerly known as Dolph Ziggler, both appeared on WWE television
Okay.
the last week as Dolph Ziggler and Nick and Zack Ryder, respectively, in this tournament.
What a world we live in.
Not on the winning end, but did make returns to WWE for one night only.
The main stage, though, not
the main
NXT.
stage.
So
the main
that's
stage.
Significant. Okay.
So that also brings about obviously some people now seeing that and be like, oh, well, now where can I go watch them now that I remember I like these guys. Go watch them on TNA because that's where they're at.
For sure. Come on over. We're nice here.
Oh, and kudos, because I do see if you watch the footage of Nick Nemeth coming out as Dolph Ziggler, you can even hear the microphone pick up as he's like doing his entrance, shouting TNA.
Yeah.
Which is
brand loyalty.
Hey, and I've at times given Nick Nemeth a hard time because especially when he was early in his TNA run, he'd be going, one day at tapings, then not at tapings, and he was going for the world title. I'm like, hey, you want to be world champion, you got to be there all the time. You can't miss loops. And now, like, putting over the company on that stage, I got to give kudos to Nick there. So, love to see that. You definitely see that's one thing. Even during like the Spike era and stuff, there were obviously there were some very company oriented people, but there were some that weren't. There were mercenaries on that roster that were there for the payday that never would promote TNA when they were elsewhere doing other things. It was like you wouldn't even know they worked at TNA. So great seeing that from the current roster. So kudos to both of them. Just taking a look here at the comments real quick, make sure we did not miss anything. Feel free to continue talking about all these topics as we go over and review the whole show, because we know there's a lot going on out there. So obviously with the TV news, AMC, and the same thing obviously with the appearances of both Nick Nemeth and Matt Cardona on WWE television recently. So a lot of news going on right there. So we can always jump in and take a dip into that. Quickly wanted to do a shout out. Anybody that is not yet already on TNA Plus, as we're talking about, and we'll go over some of the early matches already announced for Final Resolution. If you do not have TNA Plus, you can use the code FINAL25, one word, FINAL25, for a free month of TNA Plus. So check it out for free. Let them know your friends at TNI were helping you out. But we will continue. Let's see. I just want to make sure, Alicia, any other major things that maybe had happened when you weren't here for the live show and at...
Oh, off the top of my head, I can't think of anything.
Yeah, I was just trying to think before we get too far in and to get your opinion on anything that was missed. Trying to think if anyone show up, anything new. We can hit on as we go through the show.
Yeah,
we'll get to it. Because obviously we will be continuing the run down at Full Sail University outside of Orlando, Florida, as we go over the November 20th edition of TNA Impact on Access TV and TNA Plus. Question already, is Nick Nemeth signed with WWE? No, I believe he signed here at TNA. But that doesn't mean you get the call. That's the great thing about having a relationship with that like they can show up one day and be back the next. because I don't think a lot of people were expecting, like, when Cardona showed up at Zack Ryder on that Friday, everyone's like, "Oh, he's back!" Like, he had merch,
Yeah,
three
yeah.
three shirts for sale, and then he was like, "Oh no, I'll be at the meet and greet on Sunday in Orlando," and he was there. So, bam, it happened.
It's just, yeah, they're still doing the partnership, so that's what I mean. It's like you kind of have to expect that to happen for as long as they signed it. And it's like for like the next 2.5 years, something like that.
Yeah, like, we still got a while. We still got a while, which is great to see. Great to see.
Yeah.
And also great to see, because this is kind of what I was saying when we did the Turning Point review, was the whole thing of, like, where it went off the air, because
Ooh, controversial.
Well, obviously, we knew. Well, and the whole thing, and this was the big hubbub at Turning Point, was Mike Santana going to be there? Was he showing up?
Okay.
Because, like, obviously he was not happy. The surprise of getting the gauntlet cashed in on the live episode, losing the belt, what would happen? And it looked like Macklin was going solo in that match, handicap 2-on-1. But then Santana pulls up like halfway through the match, comes in. But then the whole question was going to be, well, where that ended, like, once they went off the air, Santana gave a speech in the ring to kind of address things. And then it was like, well, are they going to use that? Is that going to air? And I think that was almost like they were like, okay, you know what? That was good. Do that same thing to kick off the next show. So that's kind of what we got here. It was like kind of another version of kind of what he did after that match for the live crowd. So he gives that in this opening to kick it off, which, because obviously by people not seeing what happened, still a lot of speculation on where this was going, Mike Santana, even though he showed up. And I guess that's the whole thing now. Like, he comes up, talks about being 1,000 days sober. So, like, and we've seen this with Mike Santana during the Ali storyline, really getting into, like, his personal life.
Right.
But obviously where and how far he got and where he got to with that championship. But he obviously uses this as he's going to go and get that title back. But first, because the one thing we did not talk about was the NXT invasion angle that happened, where we had the likes of, once again, the infamous Robbie E., now known as Robert Stone. We had Alexis King, formerly known as Brian Pillman Jr. We have Charlie Dempsey, Regal's kid, who we've seen on TNA programming before.
Oh, yeah, okay.
The tag team that was with Wes Lee before. Well, and there's our return that happened. We had Desmond Xavier return. So thoughts on the Fourth Rascal. But his former tag mates are in this NXT group.
Right.
But that's obviously who he's saying, who he's gonna pick them off one by one, Santana, in this promo. So before he gets that world title back, he's going to deal with this NXT problem. But what is your thought on these NXT invaders? And Santana going about, this is where he's looking. He's blaming them because they set him up to be the pickings for Frankie.
That was some shady ass shit. I think in a fair fight, it would have been a little harder to determine, but yeah. I think it's going to be good. It's setting off a good rivalry, a good start. But Santana might need some backup in this, huh?
He might need some backup, and we know he, like, obviously he tagged with Macklin, so it looks like he might have an ally there. But we'll see, because we also saw some people from the locker room come to help him. but we didn't see a lot of the locker room coming in support, and that could be for a variety of reasons. A lot of
Yeah.
them could already been gone, checked out. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see if that plays a part in this. But we know that Mike Santana is focused on those NXT peeps, and anytime Robbie E gets his comeuppance, I'm always down for that. So
Yeah.
we are
It's always
not
nice
the
for a good laugh.
pro Robbie E podcast here. All right, we go backstage. We get Frankie Kazarian, who is you know what he's up to. But it's Santino back there, talking about the main event being obviously JDC versus EY, and if JDC wins, he gets a shot at the World Championship. But
Good
a
luck,
very
Wolfpack.
disrespectful Kaz going after JDC's wife. We're not a fan of that. Come on,
Rude.
The king is not being respectful.
Yeah.
All right. Now this was interesting. This was interesting. So how they're approaching now the number one contender for the knockouts belt. They're doing 2 knockouts, 4-way matches to determine the individuals that will then fight to go after that belt. So interesting. It kind of reminds me a little bit of the old 3-way X Division qualifiers that TNA was kind of based on over those years.
Good times. Yeah.
Oh yes, and I have not worked. I have not talked about in the NXT. I can't forget about Stax, the future son-in-law who's in the NXT group. Make it awkward for Santino, since that's Ariana's fiance. Oh, and since Mayor wants to talk about it, well, I'll talk about it because I find this amusing. Because there was a lot of upset world going in the turning point, Alicia, from the dirt sheets.
Upset world.
The dirt sheet world was not happy for TNA. They were very upset because they felt TNA was trying to work them about the Mike Santana situation, which is a very amusing thing for fake news dirt sheets to cry about storylines in wrestling. The pearl clutching for these places is beyond comprehension. The seriousness that they're taking themselves with these days is beyond amusing when they are not credible journalists. They're just taking schlock from somebody and running with it, which may be true, may not be true. A broken clock is also right. Twice a day. And that seems to be what they're doing for most of this stuff. And then they love to harp on that, but come on, guys. You got worked. Nothing wrong with that. You get worked all the time in this business.
Yeah, it's like I can't take it seriously because it's like every week they're complaining about some company's weird move.
That's all they do. That's about clicks. It's all like about clicks.
That's like the whole reason they exist, right? So like
that's why they exist. That is 100%
breaking news.
And I know people are talking about the other. Yeah, the other big issue was there was an incident with a fan that got removed from the tapings, supposedly because of possibly filming, but then said they weren't filming. Like it was more, and then people went, well, it was giving spoilers away. And obviously in the world of taped events, There's nothing like I'm about as the most anti-spoiler person that there is out there.
I don't.
But that's to each their own. If they want to do that, I'm not going to endorse it or ever support it. But obviously I went to Lucha Underground years ago.
Yeah.
That was an NDA. Like,
well, because you were at an actual film studio and shit.
Correct. That well, it's considered an actual. That's what it's actually considered.
Yeah.
Now wrestling, like a sports event, is not. It's considered, even though it can be tape delayed, stuff like that. That's not what it's considered. So, once again, not a fan of it. I would never do it. I don't condone it. I would never promote it. But once again, not against the rules to be a spoiler. Just in bad taste.
Oh, so wait. So what's the issue?
Well, people thought that they may have been removed for giving spoilers,
like live spoilers.
Live spoilers.
Oh, okay.
For a tape show.
Wait, so
like putting them out as they were happening live.
So you can't record.
You can't record
videos?
That's an interesting thing because people say that, but people do that. People do that. Although they do say that you're not allowed to film during events. They do that, but people do.
Yeah.
And they usually don't. They might, if you can do clips, you just can't do like the whole thing.
Yeah. Oh well. Yeah. Oh yeah. That.
Yeah.
That's what I'm asking. I'm like
if you're there just kind of like recording,
like a 5-second clip of just like a.
You're fine with that. You're fine.
Okay.
Yeah, you're fine with that.
Yeah, what kind of asshole like literally holds their phone up and films the entire show?
You never know. There are those people out there. So
I had to yell. I had to yell at someone at the last show I went to because they were taking pictures and I'm like, I can't see because you're constantly in my view of everything because I'm short. So like it's hard to see over a lot of the tall fans when we're all sitting down and this guy's standing up
taking pictures.
So, yeah. It's like appreciate it. It's like, bro, you gotta sit down at some point. You gotta just sit down.
Gotta know your place. Gotta know your place. Gotta know your surroundings. You want everybody to have a good time. We're all here to have a good time. So, but once again, I like whatever that was. I'm not going to act like I know the details. I don't know what happened, what didn't happen.
Well, if that's
but
the case
it sounds like there probably was a misunderstanding in that time period. But it seemed like they later figured things out. So it happens. Live events. Hey, we see it all the time, even locally. Stuff gets messed up a lot. Sometimes stuff you can figure it out on your own. Sometimes
you're at like a 3-hour show for 6 hours, and it never seems to end.
It gets wild. It gets wild. But before we get into this, we got it to show. But I do want to make one note here. Because we left it here at the 4-way. But we'll get into this knockouts matches. This first 4-way. Let's see who we got here. We got Dani Luna, Indi Hartwell, Rosemary, Myla Grace. Interesting mix here of the 4 individuals in this match. Kind of like all over the place. So interesting on who they decide to put in this one. A little mix of everybody. And obviously in the Orlando area, Rosemary got to be super over.
Oh yeah, always.
That's that's a homecoming.
Yes.
But Myla Grace here getting a push. Obviously we've seen her mainly in tag action with Harley Hudson. And obviously Indi Hartwell and Dani Luna. Oh, I do want your opinion on this.
Okay.
Their match. Did you see the Turning Point match? The hardcore match? Okay.
No.
I recommend it. Because on the live episode, Indi used the chair and got disqualified. And that's we saw Dani Luna a while ago when she broke away from Jody Thread, get a little more hardcore,
aggressive,
violent. We saw that way back from Ash when she kind of got a little more violent.
Yeah.
I think that does add to the character. They don't need to become deathmatch wrestlers or
they're never
they're
not going to be deathmatch wrestlers today, dude.
But they add an element of, I think Indi was needing this, and I think that helped her. Like, I think it gave her an edge, which she needed, because like she's just like a super baby face. But now she's a little more, I can go there if needed. I can get it.
She's in her attitude era.
Yeah, like I can go through a table. I can use a chair. I can use a chain.
I feel like that's important when you're in the wrestling business.
Yeah, you can't just be like, oh well,
hey, high fives.
And like,
but like, huggers, guys, it's wrestling.
But yeah, I can only go through, like, if I win it 1, 2, 3. Like, sometimes you gotta do what it takes to win, whatever it takes. Yeah. So.
You know what this match kind of made me realize though is that I think suplexes are my favorite.
You gotta love suplexes.
Kind of suplex, I'm like, just wow, that's fun.
Yeah, and Dani's been doing a lot of stuff with the loop, with the suplex lately. She does that
and she launches
on the
people.
ropes.
It's like they look like they're. It's like, do you remember that? Oh, this is aging us a little bit. It's like that old commercial about the sound system, and it's that guy sitting in the chair, and then it slowly blows everything down, like, and he's just sitting deep in the chair with the headphones on. Like, that's what a suplex reminds me of. Like, just. Woo.
The question is, do you remember what that was advertising?
It was like speakers, right? A sound system.
It was either that or was it like the brand of cassettes or something? It was definitely sound related.
Something audio, yeah.
It was audio, but yeah,
does anybody
classic
remember?
Commercial. That was eventually spoofed, I think, in something.
I'm sure it's
like it was spoofed in a movie where like he became a skeleton or something, like all the skin off or something.
Skin off.
But that's a classic there. But yeah, so the suplexes all over the place in this match. But we do see, because once again, that why I brought up that match is Dani Luna. After that Extreme match, which she lost to Indi Hartwell, she uses the chain on Indi to get the victory in the end of this 4-way. But once again, you're in a 4-way match, and no rules. You can do whatever you want, really.
It's under cheap, and Dani Luna has the edge on everyone at any cost. I think that they're making the right choices with her. I'm glad. Because, like I said, she should be the equivalent of a bull in a china shop, just smashing shit to smithereens, and I feel like she's on the right track.
And I think that they are realizing that. I feel like they are, like they're not.
She's strong. I feel like they should put her heavy into the main title picture soon, which obviously between the two winners, they're pushing in that direction.
So we after she gets the win there, we get Mean Gia Miller backstage with EY and some goons. Who knows? Maybe one day we'll find out what actually is going on.
Is it those guys again? Sinners and Saints?
Oh no!
Like we
like different guys, but yeah.
It's like he convinced us. He's a believable guy. I think whatever EY does is gold, so I have no complaints about anything. Like right now, we're getting conspiracy theory young.
And he does seem like, and if you saw what he was doing last time for a live episode, he was like papering the crowd, like on the way going into the arena, like for the truth. That's what he's talking about here. The truth.
Yeah.
Like, so he does seem like wild conspiracy EY.
Yeah. Right, especially with what he was spewing tonight about how it's like Santino Marella.
Poor Santino.
Yeah, he can't
taking the brunt of his action here. So we get a lot of Santino tonight. Because he's back there with the Hardys, Macklin, pretty much saying like we'll take on NXT, like bring on the NXT guys, because the whole thing was like, hey, lock them out. We don't want them in. Bring them on. Let's deal with them.
Open the doors.
Open the doors.
Open the doors.
Open
let me in, or I'll smash your door down. I don't know.
Now, I will mention this because I know, I think you actually asked this internally in our chat a little earlier. Bonus Baby is asking.
Oh, I did.
What's the latest on the Masha Slamovich investigation situation? I would say no updates, Bonus Baby. Like she's still on the website, on the roster page, but that means about nothing. So my assumption is like, I believe all the rumblings before all that happened was she was signed through like the end of this year. Like she had her contract coming up towards the end of the year. So it's either about to expire or will expire beginning of the year. But I'm sure there are stuff going on behind the scenes, but pretty much once that all happened, like unless something changes to a resolution, doesn't sound like it. Like I feel like that's one of those things where you never know what could happen 6 months from now, a year from now, but I wouldn't expect anything anytime soon. Without new news coming out. But yeah, no news, no updates. But we continue. And we get now interesting because there's a history to this match coming up. We get Matt Cardona versus Mance Warner with Steph DeLander in his corner, or as we like to call them, the happily married couple now. Although we know there was some history with weddings and these individuals before, because obviously Matt Cardona, Steph DeLander was kind of his valet, his right hand on the Indies for quite a while. And then there was the whole PCO wedding fiasco with Steph and PCO and Cardona's. Oh, hold on. I do see the one and only referee in the chat, Daniel Spencer, in the house. Hello, Daniel. Hopefully safe travels back. I saw Daniel Spencer actually going, his video going a little viral there because he was doing the whole. You're a TikToker, right, Alicia? You know your TikTok.
Yes.
The singing, the thing, and I don't want to mess it up because I don't know well enough. But the one that's very viral, where like the two different songs, you go back to back. I'm sure he'll tell us what it is, but
well, I don't think we can copyright.
but it's very popular. He did it with the other referees.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Very amusing. So, but he was very, very over. Love to see it. But I will continue. I was trying to think because Daniel Spencer wasn't here for the live episode or turning point after, but there was a question we had, I think. I don't know if it was something about the cash-in, because I know one thing, and I thought he did a very good job, where when Frankie Kazarian came in with the gauntlet, at first he was like he wasn't going to allow him like to cash in because of like the beatdown, like make sure like Santana could actually go. He had enough to actually go in the match, but then like that's the thing, like it's any time, like as long as you're like awake,
yeah,
you can defend the belt, which he then did. So right call. But I don't know if that was it or if there was another refereeing type thing that came up. But we will continue. We will continue. So obviously we led into the match here, Mance Warner, Steph DeLander, and I'll tell you this shocker of the night, because we just had Zack Ryder return on SmackDown on Friday. He's back in TNA immediately, and he loses.
Yeah.
Steph DeLander through some shenanigans.
Listen.
Loaded purse spot. I love a loaded purse spot.
Never trust a woman with a purse ringside, okay?
You always know
never trust a purse anyway. Like, I know women got to have self-defense somewhere or another, and I know a lot of ladies be packing cans of soup and shit in their purses, so be careful.
And there's Daniel Spencer, because I knew I would get it wrong. Bees in the Trap.
Yeah, that's... yeah.
What's up? The 4 Non-Blondes song, right?
Yeah, it's Nicki Minaj and 4 Non-Blondes mashup.
There you go. There you go. Now, have you done that, Alicia?
No.
Okay. Because you're a TikToker. I don't know.
I'm not... I'm a TikTok viewer more than anything.
Hey, there's Joe. Joe, bro, he was down at the show as well. Yeah, huge win for Mance over Cardona. And it's funny, like when we did, was it the Turning Point review? Because he was in the Countdown match and Jake something won. And I'm like, yeah, they gotta find something for Mancer. Like Mancer's too, like, you know, we both know Mancer very well. He does, like, you see him on so many, like MLW, GCW, like Mance Warner, like, he's got all the intangibles.
Yeah.
But they just can't figure out his creative yet. Like, they couldn't figure, like, but him beating Matt Cardona, huge.
Huge. They're putting him on a track somewhere. I'm not sure where yet, but they're getting the grasp of him. It's like he's...
Yes.
It's like...
So this is giving me a hopeful that we could be seeing a good trajectory for Mance Warner. Like, hopefully this wasn't, like, you got to capitalize, because, like, Matt Cardona just had his biggest rub in a while.
Yeah.
And now you gave that rub to Mance Warner. So you got to strike on that. So I'm interested to see where Mance goes from here. But yeah, no, I like everything Mance is doing now. It's funny, I've seen so many incarnations of Mance already.
Yeah. I've seen Mance go through the back windshield of a car. So, yeah.
There you go. And then we do have a comment here from the ref that was in charge of the very controversial title change. Thank you. I was mad he was taking advantage of the situation after NXT invaded, but unfortunately I had to do my job. And we appreciate you doing your job, because that's what you got to do. Got to do your job. You can't we might not like it, but you got to still, you got to
make the call.
Got to make the call right down the middle. That's why we have the best refs in the business. I did not get one. I don't know if Joe did. He was there too.
What?
At the merch stand, but I did see some pictures, and I think it was Daniel that put out. There's a new TNA program, which was great to see, and the referees are in there, the referee crew. The obviously Daniel, Frank, Paige, and Alice, the 4 refs, which is always good to have. It's good to have stability there too, because once again, very important. The refs can't overlook what they're doing in there. Big part of the match. And the more you don't notice them, the better. Although I will always notice, because I enjoy watching the refs. But
doing a good job, guys.
we continue. And we get the BioFlex injury report. Mike Santana cleared with a torn UCL. Elijah out with torn triceps. and all TNA wrestlers being monitored after suffering attacks from TNA superstars. So Bioflex has their work cut out for them. But go ahead, Alicia. You're about to say something.
I'm still surprised that Bioflex is like equipment and not like muscle cream.
You're thinking
or
they should
like
have
I thought
some
it was some kind of like tape or like you know what I mean, like some kind of athletic
something to flex,
medical
something to
thing,
flex. Yeah, it's like,
but it's like machinery.
Yeah, it's machinery, still there to work out. But I don't know their full breadth. Maybe they have some other products. But yeah, I do not think like you think like the Ben Gay, like we need some Ben Gay.
Oh yeah.
Rub that stuff in.
Rub that.
A nice bomb. A nice bomb.
I like a nice tiger bomb.
Yeah, tiger bomb. Yeah.
Tiger bomb is.
I didn't tell you to use the bomb. I told you to use the bomb.
Quickest way to get rid of a headache. That's for damn sure.
There you go. But we get the NXT outsiders. And I'll give you all their names now. We know Robert. Don't call me Robbie Eaststone. Charlie Dempsey. Lexus King, who I was having a lot of back and forth with, that Lexus King. Stax. Brooks Jensen. Tyson DuPont and Tyreek Igwe. So they're outside, kind of giving their little spiel there. But hopefully, there we go. Can't go wrong with Icy Hot. I don't know if Shaq's still the spokesperson for Icy Hot. I feel like he was for a while.
I haven't seen a commercial.
Well, Icy Hot, it's funny. There were Icy Hot commercials on TNA. I feel like maybe even during the Access TV era.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I saw some Icy Hot. But so they're talking a lot of smack, thinking they can make an impact. But oh well. But we get the announcement that we're getting Mance Warner and Cardona again in a street fight.
Whoa.
In El Paso. So that
crazy.
That is crazy. I'm looking forward to that. I like that. I like that a lot. So, go here. So that's building up nice. Like that's an early build. So Cardona, Mance, street fight. We'll see if the indie deathmatch god can pull it off, or if we get a little bit more of a run from Mance. And what was in that purse? Was it a brick?
I'd go with a can of soup.
Can of soup? What kind of soup?
Chicken noodle.
Well, but there's, come on, what brand? There's two. Campbell, there you go. Campbell's, not Progressive. You go Campbell's.
Yeah.
There you go. I like it.
All right, I real talk, I prefer making soup from scratch because it tastes way better and you get more for your money. But yes, if you want to get a canned soup, sometimes it's good to just use little cheat ingredients.
A little cheat here and there. A little cheat there and there. Do you use soups in cooking?
Yeah, well, more like the cream of like that kind of stuff, like cream of mushroom,
cream of
chicken, cream of all that stuff.
Because that's a go-to in a lot of cooking.
Well, it's like flavoring and stuff, and especially if you're making something like a chicken and dumpling or something, you need stuff to make like a heavier stock for your broth, and you can use broth as well. So there
you go. Yeah. You get a little TNI cooking report there. So the more you know.
The best. See, feminists like cooking because we would die without food.
We all like cooking. I think that's something that's changed over the years. I think cooking is very everything now. I think everyone can appreciate cooking.
It's an important trait to have, especially because think about the apocalypse. What are you going to do if you can't cook? You're going to starve. You got to cook because like you got to catch stuff, right? Eventually, and like eat things. And if you don't know how to cook meat, how do you can't eat it raw? We're not animals.
Won't be here too long. You start eating it raw all the time, like a raw.
This is so gross.
All right. Well, we'll get back to something that ain't so gross.
Sidetrack.
Well, maybe sort of gross.
I forgot what we were doing.
Maybe sort of gross because we got John Skyler in action.
Shenanigans.
So shenanigans all over the place on this one. that we actually had a match here. John Skyler, Myron Reed, and John Skyler wins the match. I tell you. Because Order 4, man, they lost a Bound for Glory, but they don't lose many matches.
No.
Point. Anyone in Order 4. But when John Skyler's winning matches, I don't know what to do.
What's the world coming to, man?
Yeah. What are we doing here?
That man can move for his size. I'm just saying. I saw a couple of instances where he was like popping out of nowhere. I'm like, how the fuck you do that? Like, where
he does pop out of nowhere. What the fuck? I'll tell you, I see more of John Skyler. I want another fans revenge match. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. I forgot about that. That's
time to get the belt off again.
Talk about a TNA fever dream. That really did happen, and I know because you were there. You participated.
But yeah, we need to bring it back. Sometimes this all is a fever dream.
If they ever need to replace the Thanksgiving episode, and let it be the fans. But the person getting whacked has to be dressed as turkeys. That's
Well, hey, next week it is Thanksgiving, so who knows? We can only hope. Bring it back. Let's do it. And that'll be interesting. We'll decide what we're gonna do here at the TNI show because I know it is Thanksgiving next week. Because we are gonna have this is a year where holidays are going to be falling on TNA Thursdays. So we'll see. We'll see what we're going to do. We'll wind up doing something. I just don't know if it will be obviously Thursday because I'm sure a lot of people will have a lot going on next Thursday, including the TNI Fab. So this is our four-way into the before Turkey Day. Do you have big Turkey Day plans?
I'm hosting Thanksgiving this year, so yes, mine and my husband's family are all congregating.
Oh, very nice, very nice.
My house.
What's on the menu?
Everything traditional. So stuffing, mashed potatoes, candied yams, green bean casserole, dinner rolls like. Turkey. We also do ham. Like my family's tradition is to have turkey.
You got to do turkey and ham. You go heavy on one. Like you can either go big bird, little bit of ham. You go big ham, maybe just the breast of the bird. Yes. Like you can go, but it's nice. Like because my family's the same way. Like it's
yeah. You
kind of go both. So
I'm excited about it.
Very exciting. And let us know. In the comments what you're doing for Thanksgiving.
What are you most looking forward to? What's
your favorite Thanksgiving food? Because like I said, I'm always game. Maybe there'll be a brief show late Thursday night. I'm game.
Good luck.
But I can't. I don't want to guarantee, especially that the Bone Man's not here. I want to make no guarantees for anything.
Right.
But I always like a little. Well, they're saying they didn't announce anything because I did not see anything announced yet, but that doesn't mean anything yet. So we'll see. I will not make an assumption at this point. But let's continue But we obviously did have that Agent Zero, Special Agent Zero. All right.
That giant guy.
That giant guy.
He shouldn't be able to just be there. Like, he does
Because
that
he's
walk
causing problems.
and that is
You know what
very
I want?
unsettling.
If he's still in the chat, I want Daniel Spencer one of these times to give him the old, you're out of here. Because he hasn't got tossed from ringside yet, to my knowledge.
Because
Like
he's too quick.
Lish was a usual suspect. A couple other ones have been tossed quite a few times. But I want to see Agent Zero get the old heave-ho. Because we don't need that. We don't need that. We get a little first class. But it looks like maybe not everything is great in first class world. Because AJ is not happy with Rich Homie Swan for not winning that X Division title at Turning Point. And then Leon Slater comes in. But then AJ says he's going to show him how it's done. So can you say TNA Francis? X Division champion?
AJ Francis.
No limits?
With his knee bully. Oh, that's so fun. I think it'd be good. It's like, dude, you're friends with Rich Swann. Rich Swann is like friends with everybody. If you've ever been to a live show, Rich Swann is walking around with a guitar singing to everybody. Like you can't be offended when he shakes someone's hands after a match well fought, you know?
Yeah, like and you know me, I'm a big AJ Francis guy. It's all about that money. But after what happened with Casey Navarro, if Rich Homie Swan and AJ can't coexist, I don't know. I don't know if AJ can coexist with anybody, it seems like. But we'll see. John Palmer here adding in that TNA Plus is showing an episode next Thursday at 8 p.m. in the upcoming live events section. So, very nice. So, it looks like there will be a Thursday edition of a little holiday impact, which I love to see because I still associate. I love the holiday themed episodes.
I love holiday themed episodes.
I love holiday themed episodes, and still, I'll call it a holiday themed episode. But the New Year's Knockout Eve, still one of my all time favorites. Like I would have that be a tradition. I like give me a knockout tournament every New Year's. I think it's fantastic.
New Year's Eve or New Year's Day?
Well, that was the New Year. That was New Year's Eve because it happened to air on New Year's Eve.
I would watch that because I don't go out for New
Just
Year's
have that
Eve.
on in the background.
Yeah.
Like forget the ball dropping. I want to see knockouts.
I want to see people dropping like
dropping some elbows.
I would do that. That would be mine because I'm too old to go out and shit like that. But I like to.
It's amateur night, and I have gone out obviously many years, but
of course,
you realize, like it's funny because there was I think there's actually a GCW show in North Jersey over at Ridgefield Park, and I was like, man, I probably like that's something I would have went to maybe even still 5 years ago. But do I want to be coming back from North Jersey on New Year's Eve? No, of course not. Like that's complete amateur hour night. Now here we go. News. Daniel Spencer. There will be a TNA Impact next week. And I feel we will have the Turkey Bowl match on that episode too.
Grateful.
Confirmation. Breaking news.
That makes me
Turkey
feel
Bowl?
happy.
Thanksgiving?
The There better be mashed potatoes.
Oh. And I still remember. I think I got hit with mashed potatoes one year during the infamous food fight with Allie and all them. Like
Yeah, I remember
I'm
that.
pretty sure I had mashed potatoes on my clothes when that was over. But yeah, so if there is a turkey bowl match, I will at least come on to make sure I talk about the turkey bowl match. So you got a guarantee from me. There will be discussion, TNI show style. But let's continue. The search for Mr. Elegance is continuing. You gotta love it. What are your thoughts on the search for
thought
Mr.
this was
Elegance?
funny. It's silly, it's funny, and I stick to my original thought that this is like the modern version of PMS looking for their meat.
You're not wrong.
That's a throwback. If you know, you know.
That is a throwback.
And this is right on track. I thought it was funny because obviously it's Ash's real life boyfriend, husband, or whatever, who was that first guy.
Yeah.
That he said that there was nothing elegant about nothing elegant about Ash.
Well, I will give credit to some elegance going on. So for anybody going to the Sunday of the El Paso upcoming in December shows, the one that's going to be a matinee start earlier today, they're doing a special photo op with elegance as Santa's little helpers, Ash, Eb, and Heather, with donations, because what they're doing is they're doing it with donations. I think I want to be sure. I think it's to the local food bank, but I'm not 100% positive. I want to make sure I get it right.
Love that.
But it's definitely for charitable cause.
Yeah.
Which
feeding the community.
Very cool. Love when TNA does that. Yeah, that's what they do, man. I love it. I love it.
Well, it's important because in the state of things right now, food insecurity is a very real thing for a lot of people. Doesn't matter where your status is, groceries are expensive, and it means a lot when people give back to their communities and also help the communities. So that's great.
Yeah. So it's actually, I found out here, it is actually for the El Paso Children's Hospital.
Wonderful, even better.
Yes, yeah. So fantastic. So yeah, very cool, very cool. So I will make sure to be doing that as well. Looking forward to it.
Yes.
And that's another standout from Turning Point, Alicia.
Yes.
The match, Kalani Jordan versus M by Elegance for the Knockouts title. That felt like that was like M's breakout.
Yeah.
Like she did very well in that match. So something to look forward to. Now we get our second Knockouts 4-way. So obviously earlier we saw Dani Luda win. In this matchup, we have Xia Brookside, Victoria Crawford, Killer Kelly, and Jody Threat. Thoughts on this match?
This one was a wild one. and I did not anticipate amongst all these women that Xia Brookside would be the one standing tall.
I'll tell you never know what's going to happen in these matches. And obviously, just like, well, now we have the opposite because right now Tessa is out because she wound up not wrestling at the last show.
They've been doing that a lot with her.
Yeah, so she was like ringside, then she was on commentary, then she was ringside again.
Well, it's interesting to see her take on this managerial kind of role almost.
Yeah.
Because obviously she's currently not wrestling or whatever. Her last match was against Gia, right?
Yes.
And that was a month or two ago?
Yes, because then she didn't wrestle, but yes, he said she could not compete at the one, and then obviously Myla Moore replaced
Myla or Myla?
Myla
Moore.
So
Myla Moore. Take 3
yeah.
shots and say that 3 times. Myla Moore, Myla Moore, Myla Moore.
So, and what were your thoughts on her? Like her now, kind of introduction to being signed.
Yeah, because I feel like they did kind of fade out a little bit real quick there, but now that she's back, or they're both back, I think they're very colorful and very shiny, and I think they'll be able to do something with them.
Yeah, it seems like obviously she's now
strong wrestlers,
somewhat aligned with her, which is smart. Like obviously Victoria Crawford, veteran, like has done a lot of the business. Tessa, like really, like can't be more accomplished than Tessa.
Right. Tessa Blanchard is quite the athlete.
No messing around. So if you're gonna be like aligning with people, like that's about as good a setup as you can get. So every opportunity for success.
Yes.
But yeah, Zaya gets the win here. So now we know it will be Zaya Brookside versus Dani Luna coming up.
Which is also going to be an interesting match.
And then they'll get obviously Kalani Jordan. So that's interesting. Oh, here you go. Myla Grace, Myla Moore. All these names they're throwing at us here.
Myla. Oh yeah, I forgot. There's this Myla Moore,
and that's what it is because I was thinking Myla from earlier.
Yeah.
So Myla Grace. I had Myla on the mind, and now I got Myla on the mind.
Oh boy.
So Myla, like Mila Kunis. That's my reference point now.
Okay, yeah. Well, it's spelled like Myla.
Yeah. But it always makes me think on the pronunciations. It's like the
no,
it's not Terrell, it's Terrell Owens.
Myla Moore is new signee, or where is she from?
Yeah, she's the one, and we'll get into this because we saw they were both signed at the same time.
Right.
It was Myla Moore and Jada Stone. They were both signed at the same time.
Okay.
One was signed, and then so they did and we'll get to the video, the vignette. But yes. So yeah, but that's like the re-debut since signing the Spark, Jada Stone. That came right up after this. So we get to hear a little bit more from her, so get some background. And we'll see, because obviously they went head, like we saw the video, and then as soon as we saw that, she showed up and replaced the injured Tessa Blanchard. So we'll see if they skyrocket the same thing with Jada.
Word up.
So, but interesting. Like, definitely a lot of new into the Knockouts division. So we also get some.
We've been saying for the longest time. Sorry, we've been saying for the longest time that they really have to fill it out.
Yes, I didn't forget that.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
So, and speaking of getting there, Final Resolution coming together hard. We get all these matches that are now made official. A lot of TNA versus NXT. Mike Santana versus Charlie Dempsey. The Hardys versus Tyson DuPont and Tyreek for the tag titles. Steve Macklin versus Stax for the international title. We just talked about Kalani. He's going to be defending against Jordan Grace or
no,
it'll be for Dani Luna or Yeah,
or sorry,
the
Brookside.
new, as I like to call her, the new Jordan Grace. But yes, so yeah, we got a lot going on with a lot of matches already announced for Final Resolution. And it is official: Leon Slater versus AJ Francis for the belt, X Division style. So
Yeah.
that's the match I'm probably looking forward to the most already, because obviously Leon's been killing it, and I think AJ's gonna like he does it every time. He's got a surprise.
Yeah.
So looking forward to that, no doubt about it. But Santino, giving us what we want. Give me what I want.
Never.
Never. All right. We get, so that's everything coming up for Final Resolution. We also get, hold on a sec here, some matches announced for next week. We get hometown. Oh, wait. All right. Hold on. 2 weeks away, not next week. My bad. So we get Thanksgiving next week, which we know we're getting a turkey bowl thanks to Daniel Spencer earlier in the chat. But then 2 weeks from now, so this is not next week, the week after, December 4th edition of Impact. So this will be the go home show before Final Resolution. We get Hometown Man versus Brooks Jensen. Mike Santana versus Robert Stone. Go Santana. The Hardys, Steve Macklin, and Cedric Alexander versus Lexus King, Stax, Tyson, and Tyreek. So, loaded. But
Whoa.
now, loaded. But now it's time for our main event. And it's the man, the myth, the legend, not EY. If you're not Super Eric, get out of here.
Yeah.
We're talking JDC here. This is the JDC podcast now, because we're all about JC on this run before he hangs him up. Going against really the OG of TNA, Eric Young. He's done it all. He gets the win here. He's getting his title shot. What'd you think of the main event here, Alicia?
I think it was fun, and JDC got a good win here, huh?
Big win. A lot of big wins tonight
Big
for people. Like some surprises, some big wins. Like if you went into this without really just like, okay, here's going to be the matches on the card tonight. If you scored a victory on getting the guessing on all these matches right, I don't buy it. Because this one was a tough one, because a lot of surprises tonight going in. A lot of underdogs, I'd say, won. This was the night of the underdog.
Agreed.
And the biggest underdog of them all was the one that gets weird. And that's JDC. He was getting weird. Weird in a good way, because he's now going for the title.
I love it.
And I'm going, I'm all about JDC winning that belt. The King, it's time to end the King's reign. JDC, the system works. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. It's great. I like JDC. It's earned. I'm loving it. But once again, EY always give it a good show. But I'll tell you, man, there was that moment where he almost did the pile driver off the top rope.
Oh, yes.
I was nervous there for a moment. I was like, oh no, don't do that.
Heavy.
That's heavy. Something was definitely wrong with the Earth's gravitational pull when that was happening. But yeah, I'm great for JDC. Love to see it. And looking forward to him getting that spotlight at Final Resolution. So show goes off the air with JDC celebrating, looking down at Kaz, who was on commentary. We can't ignore Mr. Commentary himself,
Mr. Serotonin.
And we will say, because it happened off air, there was a reunion because we're at Full Sail, obviously. Obviously, JDC, formerly known as Fandango, had a big career there. But also his former tag partner in NXT showed up, came out from the entranceway. Tyler Breeze made an appearance off camera. So there was a little reunion, a Brazango reunion. Hit the old music. So another one, like getting the moment during this this ending as he goes through the end of his run. Definitely. Oh, what's this? David Penzer in the chat. But it looks like a new David Penzer. Maybe a new account there for the David Penzer man. But always good to see the legend. Another legend. All the legends. We get legends here at the TNI show. Love to see it.
Always a surprise.
Always a surprise. But no, some good surprises. Very solid show. Good time. A lot of surprises. Like, not in like, debut surprises, just the booking. Like, and that's what I love. Like, TNA, I think I know it pretty well, but they're surprising me half the time with these results. And I love that. That I'm following it and I don't know what's like, I don't know who can win or lose most nights. I think that's great because I think when you get into something that's just so predictable, that's what it is. This gives you a reason to tune in, even if you are a loyal watcher, a loyal viewer. You'll still won't know what could happen, and that's why you got to watch. That's why I think was very smart for them to make their biggest title change on TV. Like, don't do everything on a PLE or even a plus special. Like, do some of it on the TV show. Give people a reason to see it.
Well said.
So, Alicia, any final thoughts as we close out tonight's show before Thanksgiving upon us, where we'll probably have some version of a show, just like TNA is going to have a version of a show. Maybe I'll have some Thanksgiving leftovers while talking about it.
Oh, there you go.
Now, how about for the desserts? Pumpkin pie or bust?
Pumpkin pie cheesecake, pecan pie, apple pie.
3 pies?
3 pies. But the cheesecake's like this fucking big, so like one of them Costco bitches.
Oh, you can't go wrong with that. But all right, I'll tell you what. If I didn't already have a good meal, this would be a very tempting place to stop by because it sounds like it's gonna be off the hook.
Stacked.
I don't know if the kids still say that, but at one point the kids said that.
It'd be off the hook. It's still relevant.
It's still relevant. Yeah, all these. Would it be like 6 7s? Is that all the kids say? I think that's all they say anymore, right?
Yeah,
you know what the kids
they talk in Morse code. I don't fucking know.
I don't know what the kids say anymore. they don't just say TNA's awesome. And
anymore. That's why they don't know cursive.
A lot of kids at this TNA taping, to be precise, which is always great to see because that is the next generation of fans. Like in 10 years and 15 years, these are going to be the fans that are like, oh yeah, I was at a TNA show. I'm a TNA. Because that's what happens. You either go to it or you watch it. You become a fan. It's the ones that never watch, never go, that don't become fans. Because they don't know what they're missing.
I don't know. Even if you're not a fan, I recommend going to a live wrestling show because that's some of the funniest shit you're ever going to see in your life.
Support local wrestling wherever you
are. Always.
Because, hey, Hey, we
Don't be
know,
one of those nerds.
man. Like we have like in our chat, like people like way out there, like in the outskirts of Canada. They'll find the wrestling show
Yeah.
locally. Like it can be done. Like it is happening somewhere near you in some level. Now, well, not to say, oh, come on, Arman. But if I do love you getting into the conversation here with the TNA's an 8-9, but feel like a 6-7 lately. That's okay to admit.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Hey, listen. If you watch TNA, you've been here for the highest of highs and the lowest of lows, and
Yes, man. I know, Arman.
It's like
He's one
pizza.
of them. Like
Even
he's
when
been
it's
a
bad,
loyal
it's still
guy.
kind of good.
These kids say, "Bruh," more than Hogan did.
Bruh, they call in romantic relationships. They are calling each other bruh, like bruh,
bruh.
bruh. Like okay, roommate.
But no, that a good show, fun time. Looking forward to Final Resolution. I guess it was like you forget how quick some of these turnarounds are. Because I'm like, man, they put that show together. Like a lot of it came together tonight already. But then looking at it, oh yeah, next week. It's next Friday. It's a week from tomorrow. Oh my goodness, that's so quick. Where is time going? So 2 weeks from today. Yeah, 2 weeks. Because we got the holiday week, but man, it's right here because that holiday. It's like it doesn't exist. So good stuff. Once again, from our news earlier, great to see both Matt Cardona and Nick Nemeth showing up on WWE, getting some big buzz. Once again, helping the product. Love to see it. As we get the Final Resolution, the end of the year, hopefully impending news on a TV deal. A lot of things.
Determined.
Yep. Carlos and the team keep it busy. But no, they like the show. Looking forward to the one last one, the Thanksgiving. Definitely looking forward to that Thanksgiving episode. And then we got one more to Final Resolution, finish off this year, and then head into 26. So it's getting time. It's getting time. We're getting down to the nitty gritty. The big times happened. Once again, hopefully, we'll like I said, we'll get something together for next week. We'll see. Don't want to speak for anybody else. Not sure about the Bone Man.
I will try if my company is gone and I actually get to watch the show. Then I will try and pop on. Otherwise, don't expect.
Yeah, and I have a feeling, like I said, it feels like as long as you watch the Turkey Bowl match, you'll be good.
Yeah.
So as long as we get that, we should be good. And like I said, I have a feeling it could be a speed run show because if we're talking about one match and what we had for dinner, then we could probably knock that out in under an hour. So
yeah.
So it could be a loosen that top button on the pants, relax, get some TNI and some turkey. It'll be a good night. But yeah, anybody that is obviously gonna be celebrating, obviously enjoy it. Enjoy time with the fam. Yeah. Just we give thanks. And we also give thanks for obviously TNA for everyone here. But we will see you next week. Once again, everybody, thanks for joining us tonight. If you didn't, don't forget, hit the like button, subscribe, join our membership. Dude, help support the show. It's always appreciated. We appreciate you, all of you. So if you weren't here live, we're sorry you missed us live. Don't miss us again. Make sure to ring the bell for notifications. Leave comments. Let us know what you liked, what you didn't like, what you want to see. Alicia, let us know. What do you want to see?
I was just gonna say be kind, rewind, but that's
be kind, rewind.
Silly now.
I like being kind and rewind. That's how we should all be kind and rewind. I feel there's a generation that ain't gonna know about rewinding pretty soon. Because what can you still rewind?
Live television.
You can. That's the way you do it. Because that's about all you can rewind these days.
I'm gonna say good morning, Mir. Boom. Don't tell me what to do.
For us, it is good morning. Hey, for you, it is good. It's good morning too for you, Mir. It ain't good night.
Good morning.
But it is also good night because we're going to bed. It's that time. Thursday has left us. It is now Friday. Doesn't have quite the ring to it as Thursday. But that will be it for us. So once again, everybody, thanks for joining us. We'll see you for some turkey. Good night.